What goes down, everybody? Walker Dead here, back again with another episode for you guys. This is Season 2, Episode 1 of my Walking Dead What If series titled Rise Up. Thank you all so much for the love and support. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, let's get into this episode now, shall we? The episode begins with a flashback, and this is a flashback we are seeing from Ophelia's eyes. Ophelia is telling Victor how she survived the damn explosion. And as this flashback is starting, we see Ophelia running away from some proctors. Proctor John screams, "Get back here, Ophelia!" as this explosion is heard. Proctor John looks at Nick with this angry face. As the dam collapses, Ophelia falls into the water, and she's just in the water trying to swim, and she is just trying to get to shore. She gets hit by a rock, but she is able to grab a piece of metal as she is hanging on to dear life. She just swims to shore, and then out of nowhere, this proctor just knocks her out. The next shot is this unnamed proctor removing the bag from Ophelia's head as Proctor John comes and punches her in the face. Proctor John says, "This is not over. I'm gonna find your friends and I'm gonna kill them. Same with your dad, and guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. You're my prisoner now, Ophelia. Take her away, boys." As Proctor John is walking away, that's where we get this crazy shot of Proctor 10 and 3 other proctors beating Ophelia by ganging up on her and just kicking her until she is knocked out. Back at present time, Strand is like, "Holy smokes." Ophelia is like, "Yeah." Strand tells Ophelia that don't worry, they're gonna get out of this prison. We just need to come up with a plan. Strand tells Ophelia that Proctor John killed a friend of his in a brutal fashion. Ophelia says, "I'm sorry to hear that," and Strand says, "Don't worry about it, because when I get out of here, Proctor John and all of his proctors are gonna fucking die, and I think I need your help, and all these prisoners help to do so." This prisoner comes out of nowhere. This is like a new character. His name is Flash. Flash introduces himself to Strand, and he says, "I think I might have a solution on how I can help get you guys out of here." The next shot is Madison and the others entering this unknown community. Madison just tackles one of the soldiers because at this point she's on edge and she does not know who to trust. She just runs into the community as the soldier orders his men to go get her, but don't hurt her. Andrew's like, "Don't underestimate the queen. Trust me, you don't want to piss her off." The soldier orders his men to go take Rachel to the medical bay. This guy asks June, "Are you a nurse?" June said yes. This guy says, "Great, we're gonna need you, but unfortunately you and the rest of your people are gonna have to stay here and answer questions to our leader." Sherry says, "Fair enough." As Madison is still running, all the other survivors in this community are looking at her like, "Who is this person?" As she continues to run, this random soldier knocks her onto the ground, and this guy acts like a dick, like saying, "You're an outsider. You don't belong here. If I were you, I would keep your mouth shut, you stupid bitch." This teenage girl comes out of nowhere, and it is a new character. This new character's name is Cassandra Anarchy. Cassandra is like, "Stop being such a dick. Leave her alone." I'm gonna have to let my dad know to report this to the leader. This crazy guy says, "Not a chance in hell, little girl," as this mysterious voice is heard, and this mysterious voice screams, "Stop! Now, this mysterious character comes out of nowhere, and it is revealed to be Taka. Taka is looking at Madison, and he is just like, holy smokes. As June, Andrew, Alicia, and the others come, they just notice this, and Alicia is also like, Taka, is that really you? And Taka's like, holy smokes. He's just in shock by this, and Madison just hugs Taka, and it's like, holy smokes. Taka's like, yeah. Everyone, put your guns down. This is our guest. Madison asks, where's Crazy Dog? Taka says, don't worry, Crazy Dog's fine, but I think when he gets back, he's gonna be happy to see you. Taka's like, wait, where's your son, Nick? Madison says he didn't make it, but the killer is gone. I killed her. She got what she deserved. Taka says, yeah, I could see it on your face. I'm sorry you lost your son. Madison says thanks. Taka invites Madison and the Fear crew to dinner. As they're all at dinner, Madison is discussing the situation to Taka, and Taka says, from what I hear, we have a common enemy with the Proctors. Madison says, yeah. They attacked a community. A community we were staying. It was, well, they bombed it, killing numerous members of our group. The Proctors are ruthless, Madison. When we first found some of our survivors of our people, and when we started building these walls, they started to threaten us. And then, well, we threatened them. Get off our property. That's when Proctor John ordered Proctor 10 and other of his proctors. Madison's like, what did they do? Taka is like, he ordered those men to execute 10 of my people in cold blood, removing not only their teeth, but their hands, their guts, and their eyeballs, as an example, trying to prove a point. It was terrible. Just not pretty. Andrew, June, Sherry, Althea, and the others are just like, damn. We're looking for a friend of ours. His name is Morgan. We don't even know if he's still out there. Grace went out to look for him, but we don't know if she's still out there either. Taka says if you want, we could, set up a search party to find them. And hell, you guys are more than welcome to stay here as long as you need. But if the Proctors come here, you and all of your people will need to hide. Madison says, that's fine. Sherry's like, Sherry at this point agrees, but then again she gets worried about Dwight. But at this point, like, Sherry doesn't know that Dwight's dead, but she just gets really concerned. As Andrew is eating his food, Andrew notices Cassandra all by herself, and Andrew just goes up and introduces himself and asks her what's the matter. Cassandra says, my dad is out there. I just hope he comes back safe. Andrew says, don't worry, he probably will. To be honest with you, I lost my father. Cassandra says, I'm sorry to hear that. Andrew says, thanks. The next shot is Grace in in this mysterious survivor's car, and this mysterious survivor is revealed to be George Gary. George Gary's like, here, take some water. We're almost to our community. Grace says thanks. As Grace asks George, have you seen Morgan? George is like, no, I haven't seen anybody of that name. I haven't seen anybody. I was just hunting for animals. Grace says, what were you hunting? George says, I was hunting some deer. But, well, that didn't work out. Grace asks George, do I have any family? George says, I lost my wife and my daughter. And I also lost my son, Seth. But I have another son named Harry, and I'm fighting for him. I'm fighting for him, and I just can't afford to lose him, because I know he's all I have. Grace says, that's good. I lost my little girl. She died during childbirth. George is like, I'm sorry to hear that. Truly. But sometimes we just gotta move forward. We gotta move forward for them, because if not, then what's the point of living? Grace says agreed. The next shot is back at Lawton. Proctor John is looking at all the communities, and he is super impressed by the setup. Proctor John asks Terrence, what's this community right here? Terrence says that is the club, like you know, little country club. But I mean, anyway, there's also that, and there's also this facility right here. In case you want to, you know, observe any further. Proctor John says, sure, but I appreciate your cooperation. That'll be all, Terrence. Thank you. Terrence says you're welcome. As Terrence exits the room, Proctor John comes in and says, the hunt for Madison is still up in the air. Should we send someone after her? Proctor John says yes. Send Proctor Marcus to go and retrieve her. Don't kill her. Just have Proctor Marcus retrieve her and take her as prisoner. Proctor 10 says, you got it, boss. Proctor John opens, as Proctor John leaves, Proctor John opens up a drawer. He grabs all of these, like these little bits of like he has these blank photos, but on those photos are their names written: Madison, Andrew, Morgan, Alicia, Strand, June, Sherry, all these people of the Fear crew. He just puts them on the board, and he is just looking at every name, and he is just thinking of ways to either kidnap them or kill them. He looks at one of the blank photos, but it's unknown as to which one he's looking at, and he just grabs the gun, puts a bullet inside the gun. As he puts the gun on his desk, he turns it, and the gun just points at a name, and he just smiles, and he just says, "This one's gonna die a brutal death. Whoever it's gonna be, whether it's a he or a she, this person's gonna die very, very painfully. Very painfully." He then grabs this paper, and it says the name of the word, like it says the words assassins. He just looks at the paper, and he is just looking at all the assassins, and he notices that one of the assassins' names on it. One of them being Emil, status dead. killed by Morgan Jones. But then he notices a name that catches his attention. One that really catches his eye. He looks at the name in wording and it says Emily Blade. Emily Blade. As Proctor John nods in his mind, and he is like, he's very intrigued by this assassin because he notices this assassin has 333 walker kills and 15 human kills. Proctor John reads this and he is just amazed at this, and he just contacts this assassin via radio and requests to meet. This assassin radio like says on the radio, "Who is this?" Proctor John says, "My name is Proctor John. I'm your new boss. I would like to have a word with you." That's right, Virginia's dead. I don't want you to share the same fate. I just want to talk. Face to face. You and me. I have someone I want you to kill. For the right price. The question is, are you the assassin? Emily Blade says, "Yes, I am." Mark down the coordinates on your map. Where do you want to meet? Proctor John says, "You're the assassin. You decide." The next shot is Proctor 10 telling Proctor Marcus he has a job for him. Proctor Marcus says, "What is it?" Proctor 10 says, "I want you to go and retrieve Madison Clark." Proctor Marcus says, "Consider it done," for the Proctors. Proctor 10 says, "Keep in mind, just don't fail Proctor John, as you know. Well, if you do fail, he'll probably grab that pipe over there and probably crash your grapefruit. But if it was me, I would probably give you, well, no chances. So if I were you, I would tick-tick-tick-tock, down the road, get to it. After all, you don't want to fail the boss, man. Take some risk, Marcus, oh boy." Marcus says, "Oh, don't worry. Oh, I will. I most certainly will." "Marcus, I don't need to remind you what happens if you cross Proctor John. Do I have to remind you?" Marcus says, "Not at all." The next shot is Morgan and this mysterious survivor reaching this unnamed community. Morgan demands to know how he knows so much about Madison. This mysterious survivor takes off his mask and it is revealed to be Crazy Dog. Crazy Dog says, I've known Madison from Mexico. That's all you need to know. Hell, if you want to know all these things, why don't you just ask her yourself whenever she probably pops up in this community. Come. As Morgan enters this community, he's in shock to see this. And he is just like, holy smokes. As Morgan is walking through the streets, he sees Madison, Andrew, Sherry, Althea, June, Alicia, and all the other members of the Fear Crew. And he is just like, holy smokes. And he begins to smile a little bit as he hugs Alicia and Andrew, and he is like, holy smokes, you guys made it out. Sherry says, yeah, we did. But unfortunately, they bombed. They bombed your community. Morgan's like, those sons of bitches. They're fucking dead. Andrew's like, your eyes. What the fuck? What did he do to you? Morgan's like, that doesn't matter. What matters is we need to find Proctor John and we need to kill him. Andrew says, great, but as of right now, we can't. As Morgan says, well, spit it out. Andrew's like, we need a plan. Now that he's in control of the pioneers, we need to come up with a plan. Taka says this community has a total of 241 people. Not enough for a fight, but Wow. Andrew's like, but what? Taka grabs his map, puts it on the table, and he just circles this location on his map. And he says there's a group of survivors in this area, but we don't know their true intentions. We don't know if they want to join. Most importantly, we don't even know if they're with the Proctors. Meaning, we need a group of people to go over there. Alicia, Madison, and Andrew volunteer. Taka says, are you sure about this? Taka says, well, I mean, I have to go. Sherry's like, Madison, you don't have to go. And Madison says, I have to. If there's any hope of finding, like, extra people to fight, like, Proctor John, we gotta take it. Sherry says, agreed. Sarah does not like this plan, but understands why Madison wants to go, because without the numbers, then there's no point in fighting. The next shot is Grace and George Geary getting out of the vehicle. George hears a scream, and he just turns around and he notices that the person that's screaming for assistance is Anakin Anarchy. Anakin's like, George, I need your assistance now. There's multiple walkers coming. I'm out of bullets. George takes out his gun and kills 3 walkers, but they just get inside, closing the gates. Taka's like, what happened? I heard gunshots. As Anakin is like, there are multiple walkers outside of the community. Cassandra sees her dad and she just runs to him, saying, Dad, you made it. Anakin says, yeah, of course I did, kiddo. But yeah, multiple walkers out there. Andrew says, don't worry, we got this. Anakin's like, wait, are you sure? I mean, I know you people are new, but Andrew's like, don't worry, we got this. We gotta earn our keep, right? Taka says, let them do what they need to do. Anakin says, okay, if you believe these people can be a good use to us, then let's give them a chance. As the Fear crew goes outside, we just see this badass montage of all the characters outside the community. Madison, Alicia, Althea, Andrew, June, Luciana, and the others are outside, and they are just killing walkers in this badass fashion. Cassandra Anarchy comes out and she just kills mad walkers in a badass fashion. Crazy Dog is on a building and he just grabs his sniper rifle and he just sniper kills 2 walkers, shooting them both in the head. Morgan then comes out of nowhere with his stick and he just kills 2 walkers. Althea grabs her knives and says screw it and kills like multiple walkers. June just grabs John's gun and she just kills multiple walkers. As they are all killing all of the walkers, Taka is not only impressed, but he just is like, holy smokes, like this crew just killed all these walkers. Sherry then grabs an AK-47 and just kills multiple walkers in a badass fashion, and he is like, Taka's like clapping his fingers, and as a walker just comes out of nowhere trying to bite Althea, Taka grabs his pistol and shoots the walker in the head. As Taka says, I am impressed. Madison Clark, Andrew Dory, everybody who is here and who have fought valiantly, welcome to Indiana. Andrew says, not a bad name. Taka says, why thank you, American. June enters the infirmary and she's checking up on Rachel, and Rachel is just crying in sadness and pain. Rachel is telling June, you should have let me to die. June asks Rachel the question, yeah, and why is that? Rachel looks June in the eyes and is like, I lost my husband, And now I've lost my son. And now, my arm. I fear now that I have nothing left to live for. June says that is not fucking true. You have your family, your new family, your second family right here. The way I see it, Proctor John and his proctors got your baby boy killed. Your son killed. And now, he's plotting an attack to do God knows what on his community. We need your help. I need your help. It's not just me. Madison, Angel, Luciana, Sherry, all these people need you. Need your assistance. Don't commit suicide. Don't be like that. Don't be sad. Be better. Because right now, I could really use your help. Rachel looks outside the window and she just drops a knife, and she is just not only a little frustrated, but she's frustrated knowing that June is right. As Madison is getting the car ready, Andrew says goodbye to Luciana, and Andrew's like, speaking in Spanish, and he's like, don't worry, I'm coming right back. Luciana says any goodbye could be the last, and I just don't want to lose you. Andrew says, I don't want to lose you. I love you. I promise you. I'm coming right back. Luciana kisses Andrew and says, you better. As they both smile, Andrew gets in the car, as Alicia also gets into the car and gets a little jealous, and Andrew asks as Alicia was wrong. Alicia says in a mean way, I'm fine, just leave me be. Andrew says okay then. As Madison is putting all the weaponry and supplies in the back of the car, Taka goes up to Madison and says, be careful. Madison says, don't worry, I will be. Taka says, wait, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Someone from our community is missing. His name is Clay Harris. If you see him, make sure you bring him home. Like, back to our community. This community. Madison says, don't worry. If I see him or find him, I'll bring him back. You have my word, Taka. Taka says thank you. As Madison and Taka shake hands, as Madison goes into the car and drives away. As Proctor John pulls up to his unknown location, he gets out of his car and he just hears this gunshot go off. This bullet hits the ground. It's like a warning shot, obviously. Proctor John looks up and sees Emily Blade come out of her house. Emily Blade is like, oh, it's you. You're Proctor John. Proctor John says, yep, that's me, alright. And we're gonna talk or what? And Blade, still holding the gun, says, yeah. What do you want, Proctor John? Proctor John tells Emily Blade, I want you to hunt down this person. Emily Blade is sitting on her chair outside, and she's just looking at the blank photo with the handwritten name on it. And Emily is like, you want this done, huh? How much you want to give me? Proctor John says, I'm willing to give you as many units as possible. Just kill this person. Get it done. Can I trust you on this? As Proctor John smiles, Emily Blade looks at the blank photo, and Emily Blade says, absolutely, I'm your assassin. I'm the right girl for this job. You got it. Consider this job done. I'll have this person dead soon. As the camera is panning out, we see the name on the blank photo, and it says Madison Clark. And boom, that is the end of the episode. this was the season 2 premiere of my Walking Dead What If series, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, stay tuned because more content is coming. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. And as always, peace out.